Good morning, everyone, and welcome for today's lecture. In the last lecture, we have started the Z parameters, open circuit impedance parameters. We have seen the theoretical concept. What do you mean by Z parameters? How to find out Z parameters? What are the names of different parameters? That is Z11, Z12, Z21, and Z22. How to find out these parameters? What will be the conditions? I1 equal to 0 and I2 equal to 0. So, what is the practical meaning of I2 equal to 0? I1 equal to 0. So I2 equal to 0 means second port you have to make it open. I1 equal to 0 means you have to make a first port open. And according to that, uh, how to find out using condition, how to find out the Z parameters. So after that, we have solved one problem also. So we have selected the simple problem. So today we are going to solve the second problem, which will be a typical one. Okay. So find the Z parameters for the circuit shown in figure. So draw the circuit. I will give the 2 minutes, everyone. So 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 2 ohm, and 4 ohm. These are connected. They have given the names A dash, B dash for the port names. So you can take as it is. So complete the diagram. Then we will start to solve, everyone. Okay, completed. Okay, now we will start now. So Z parameter, first of all, any problems whenever you are starting, what is the question you have to carefully read, which parameter they are asking to find out. So Z parameters they are asking. So start with the sentence and write down the equation related to that particular problem, particular parameter. So the Z parameters of a two-put network are given by. If they are asking H parameters, you can write the H parameters of a two-put network are given by. If they are asking Y parameters, then write the Y parameters of a two-put. Like this, you can start to solve the problem. So the Z parameters of a two-put network are given by. So write down the equation, that is linear equations. Already we are familiar now with these equations. V1 is equal to Z11 into I1 plus Z12 into I2. Give the equation number 1. Next, V2 is equal to Z21 into I1 plus Z22 into I2. Give the equation number 2. So once you are writing the equation properly, so how to write the equation? V1 V2 as a dependent variable, I1 I2 as a independent variable. एवढं जरी लक्षात ठेवलं तरी तुम्हाला इक्वेशन्स लक्षात राहतील. आर यू अंडरस्टँड? So which two variables you have to take dependent, which two variables you have to take as independent. If such a combination you can remember, then it is easy to write the equation. At the once we completed all those parameters, I will give one table how to remember the formulas and how to remember which two variables we have to choose as a dependent and independent variable to find out particular parameters. मी एक टेबल देणार आहे finally, summary table, which will help you to remember all those equations properly. Okay. So once you are writing equation number 1 and 2, then as usual, if you are putting I2 equal to 0, then you will get these two parameters Z11 and Z21. If you are putting I1 equal to 0, you will get these two parameters, that is Z12 and Z22. Okay. So we will start with the first one. When port B dash, now port name is already given B dash. When port B dash is open circuited. Okay. So as we are making I2 equal to 0, the meaning is that we are opening the circuit. So which part of circuit is you are opening? Second port, that is port B dash. So that is I2 equal to 0. So when I2 equal to 0 you are putting in the equation number 1 and 2, you will get two parameters Z11 and Z21. So Z11 is equal to V1 upon I1 and Z21 is equal to V2 upon I1. Okay. So draw the circuit according to the new condition, that is I2 equal to 0. So everyone draw the circuit. I will give the 1 minute. So the center part is as it is 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 2 ohm and 4 ohm. B dash, give the name A dash. After that, once you are drawing the center part, put and mark the variables plus minus V1 and this current is I1. Next plus minus V2 and current I2 you have to make it 0 because you are opening the port. So I2 you have to keep as 0. Now next, so draw the circuit, then we will start. Take a 1 minute, you can complete. Okay, completed. So now, as already discussed, I already solved in the last example what I told. Whenever the variables are of same port, V1, I1, so simply find out what equivalent impedance from that side. So V1 upon I1, these are the of port 1 variables. So find out Z equivalent 1. So mark the Z equivalent 1 like this. Observe from this side, observe from left hand side. So observe from left hand side and measure from opposite side. Now as I2 equal to 0 and the opening circuit is open. Now how the resistors are connected? If you are keeping the hands here, now you can clearly observe how the resistors are connected. So measure from opposite side, you can measure from opposite side. So 4 and 2 are connected in series or parallel. If you are measuring from this side, the 2 and 4 are connected in series because whatever the current is flowing through 2 ohm, same current is flowing through 4 ohm. इकडचा जर करंट 0 असल्यामुळं हा जो काही करंट आहे तो ह्याच्यातनं पण फ्लो होणार आहे 4 ohm मधून. So that's why whenever the same current is flowing through two different resistors, then the meaning is that these two resistors are connected in series. So 2 and 4 are connected in series, that is 2 plus 4 is 6 and that 6 is in parallel with 2 ohm. Okay, so that answer whatever it will come, that is in series with 1. So that will give the answer of Z equivalent 1. Okay, so we will solve. Okay, now first of all I will write according to Ohm's law. V1 is equal to total impedance Z equivalent 1 into I1. So that is the equation number 3, you can note down. Now first of all calculate Z equivalent 1. So as we observed here, Z equivalent 1 is nothing but 2 plus 4 is in parallel with 2 and that is in series with 1. So I will write like this. Make a one box. 2 plus 4 in parallel with 2 complete in a box and that is in series with 1. Okay, now 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 is in parallel with 2. You can find out the answer. 6 into 2 divided by 6 plus 2 and this plus 1 as it is. So this will give the answer 1.5 and this is plus 1. So Z equivalent 1 is equal to 2.5 ohm. Okay, understood up to this point. So simply we already learned, we already calculated, we already solved the problems based on how to find out equivalent resistance at the start of NTA subject. Okay, so next put this Z equivalent 1 2.5 in the equation number 3. So we will get V1 is equal to 2.5 into I1. So as we know that what is the formula for Z11? Z11 is equal to V1 upon I1. म्हणजे आपल्याला असं इक्वेशन मिळवायचं आहे ज्यात ह्या दोन्हीचं रिलेशन पाहिजे V1 आणि I1. So that is present here. Okay, that is present here. V1 आहे आणि I1 आहे. So simply rearrange the equation. So V1 upon I1 means 2.5. So what do you mean by V1 upon I1? V1 upon I1 म्हणजेच काय? That is Z11. So Z11 is equal to V1 upon I1 is equal to 2.5 ohm. Understood? So in this way you have to find out the answer. So Z11 is equal to V1 upon I1 is equal to 2.5 ohm. Now let Ix be a current flowing through 2 as well as 4 ohm. Okay. So how we can take it? I1 current जो आहे I2 is already 0. I1 is flowing in this direction through 1 ohm. I1 is flowing. So it will come up to this point. या पॉइंट वरती आल्यानंतर त्याला दोन पाथ मिळतात. It is having two paths. So two paths are these. One is 2 ohm and another is 2 plus 4 because these are connected in series. So according to current division, we can find out what will be the value of current flowing through 2 plus 4. So I will give the name of this current as Ix. So let Ix be a current flowing through 2 plus 4. So why it is required? Because we need to find out V2. We are going to find out equation where we can get the relation between V2 and I1. So V2 is there. So what is the value of V2? V2 is nothing but voltage across 4 ohm. मग voltage find out करण्यासाठी काय लागतो? Current आणि resistance. So resistance is already given 4 ohm. So what is that current? That current is Ix. So if you are getting the relation between Ix and I2, sorry, Ix and I1, then you will get the answer of Z21. So first of all, what we can do? What we can do? Let Ix be a current flowing through 2 plus 4, and V2 is nothing but 4 into Ix. Okay. Then we will getting the next part. So V2 is equal to Ix into 4. So this is the equation number 4. So V2 is nothing but 4 into Ix. So V2 is already present. So how to replace Ix in terms of I1, that you have to think. Now by current division, Ix is equal to total current I1 into opposite branch resistance is 2 divided by 2, immediately you can write, plus आता ज्या ब्रांच मधून Ix फ्लो होणार आहे त्या ब्रांचचा रेजिस्टन्स किती आहे 2 plus 4. So what will be the answer? I1 into 1 upon 4. If you are getting cancel, it will I1 into 1 upon 4. That is Ix is equal to I1 by 4. Now put this Ix in above equation. So put this equation in equation number 4, we will get. So what we are getting here? So once you are putting that Ix is equal to I1 by 4 in equation number 4, you will get V2 is equal to I1 by 4 into 4. So 4 will get cancelled. So what do you want? Actually, we are finding out Z21. So Z21 is equal to V2 upon I1. So V2 upon I1 is nothing but 1. So what is V2 upon I1? That is Z21. So Z21 is equal to V2 upon I1 is equal to 1 ohm. Okay. So in this way you have to find out, you have to use the current division and Ohm's law to find out the second parameter, that is Z21. Okay. Have you understood? Now if you understood this part, you can easily find out, easily solve the remaining part. So how we can start now? Second, when port A dash is open circuited. Once again read, when port A dash is open circuited, that is I1 equal to 0. आता मगाशी I2 equal to 0 पुट करून दोन पॅरामीटर फाइंड आउट केले. Now I1 equal to 0, that is you have to make the first port, that is A dash open. Now put this I1 equal to 0 in the equation number 1 and 2, you will get these two formulas, these two parameters. That is Z12 is equal to V1 upon I2 and Z22 is equal to V2 upon I2. Only the side will change. Now instead of port 2, port 1 will becomes open. Okay. Now whenever the V2, I2, V1, I1, I1, V1, or we can say V1, I1, whenever the variables of same port, straightforwardly find out equivalent impedance from that side. So Z22 is equal to V2 upon I2. So V2 upon I2 means this side, second port. So mark simply Z equivalent to, observe from this side and measure from opposite side. So while measuring, the confusion is that many students are taking 1 ohm. Okay, don't take 1 ohm into equation, because इकडचं current flow होणार नाहीये because open circuit is there and this current is already 0. So that's why the voltage drop across 1 ohm is already 0. So why you are taking this resistor? This is there is no use of this resistor while considering the, or while finding out the Z equivalent to. So only you have to consider this part. So observe the Z equivalent 2 from the port 2 and tell me 2 and 2 are connected now in series, through which same current is flowing, and that current I have given the name as IY. Okay, 2 and 2 are in series, that is 4, and that 4 is in parallel with this 4. That will give the answer of Z equivalent to. Okay, so now according to Ohm's law, Z equivalent to V2 is the total voltage, Z equivalent is total impedance, and I2 is total current. So V2 is equal to Z equivalent to into I2. So that is equation number 5. Now find out Z equivalent to. So Z equivalent to is equal to 2 plus 2 is in parallel with 4. 2 plus 2, why it is? Because already I1 is 0 and I2 is coming up to this point, and the I2 current will getting divided into two parts. Some current is flowing through this path and some current is flowing through 4 ohm. Okay, now 2 plus 2 means 4, here 4. Actually it is getting exactly half part. The I2 by 2 is flowing through this 4 ohm and I2 by 2 is flowing through this 4 ohm. Okay, So let Iy be a current flowing through 2 as well as this 2 ohm. Now next one, Z equivalent to we got by solving this. 4 is in parallel with 4, that is 4 into 4 divided by 4 plus 4. That answer we will get 2 ohm. Okay, have you got? Now put this in equation number 5. So put in this equation, so we will get V2 is equal to 2 into I2. Okay, V2 is equal to 2 into I2. Now see here, when you are putting Z equivalent to is equal to 2 in the equation number 5, we will get V2 is equal to 2 into I2. Now what we want, Z22. So where it is Z22? Come here. So Z22 is nothing but V2 upon I2. So you got the relation now where V2 is there and I2 is there. So simply take V2 divided by I2, that is 2 ohm. So what is V2 divided by I2? That is nothing but Z22. So Z22 is equal to V2 upon I2 is equal to 2 ohm. Is equal to 2 ohm. Have you understood? So simply find out the equivalent impedance. Okay, depends on the port variables from which side they are present. So next, let Iy be a current flowing through 2 ohm. So these two as well as these two. Actually these two we require because we are going to find out a voltage V1 across these 2 ohm. So to find out V1, we need the current passing through 2 ohm. Okay, so what will be the current passing through this 2 ohm? That is Iy. So Iy will be the current flowing through 2. So 2 into Iy will give the answer of V1. Understood? So how to find out Iy? So Iy we will get due to I2. So by using current division, you will get the answer of, or you will get the equation for Iy. So I will start now. So according to Ohm's law, V1 is nothing but 2 into Iy. That is equation number 6. So the question is how to find out Iy. So by current division, Iy is equal to total current I2. So here total current I2 is there, which is getting divided. So total current I2 into 4, that is opposite branch resistance is 4, divided by, immediately write down the 4 plus ज्या branch मधून Iy flow होणार आहे त्या branch total resistance, that is 2 plus 2. Don't write only 2. Now I2 into 4 divided by 8, that is 1 by 2 here. So Iy is equal to I2 divided by 2. So put this Iy in equation number 6. Put this in Put this in equation number 6, we get, so V1 is equal to 2 into Iy is replaced by I2 divided by 2. So 2 will get cancelled, 1 is remaining. So V1 upon I2. So what is V1 upon I2? V1 upon I2 is nothing but Z12. So we got now equation where V1 is present and I2 is also present. So V1 upon I2 is 1 ohm. So V1 upon I2 is nothing but Z12 is equal to V1 upon I2 is equal to 1 ohm. Okay, so in this way we got all those 4 parameters. Now what you have to do finally? So finally, once you are finding all those values, you can write the Z parameters of a two-port networks are. So summarize in a one box. Z11 is equal to 2.5 ohm. Z12 is equal to 1 ohm. Z21 is equal to 1 ohm. And Z22 is equal to 2 ohm. Have you understood? So you have to complete the problem, and finally you have to summarize all those parameters in a one box so that examiner will get impressed, and finally he will see the values, and based on the values only he will assign the marks. Understood? So if the values are correct, you will get the marks according to correct values of particular parameters. So also check the units. So each Z parameter is having unit ohm. Many students are forgetting to write the units. Many students are writing different units. Many students are forgetting. So units are also important. Otherwise you will lose the marks. So according to that, take care and solve the problems. Now we'll start the next parameter, that is the short circuit admittance parameters. Okay, so today we will cover the theoretical part. So as I told, the diagram we have to use the common diagram here for each and every parameter. So this is the two port network having two pair of terminals, 1 dash 2 dash. Mark the variables plus minus v1 i1 plus minus v2 and i2. Mark the port variables. Now we'll start. So why it is called as short circuit admittance? Admittance parameters are denoted by Y. So Y is nothing but 1 upon Z. Z is impedance. So Y is nothing but 1 upon Z. That is the reciprocal of impedance. That's why the unit of admittance is mho. Okay. So we start. So as if you understood the Z parameters, you can easily understand the Y parameters. Okay. So the Y parameters of a two-port network, the Y parameters of a two-port network can be expressed as port currents in terms of port voltages V1 and V2. So here exactly opposite we have to take. In the Z parameters, port voltages can be expressed in terms of port currents I1 I2 असं घेतलं होतं. Now here to find out Y parameters, we can express the Y parameters in terms of a expressed as port currents I1 and I2 in terms of port voltages V1 and V2. So the meaning is that V1 and V2 acts as an independent variable and I1 and I2 acts as a dependent variable. So I1 is equal to Y11 into V1 plus Y12 into V2. So equation 1. I2 is equal to Y21 into V1 plus Y22 into V2. That is equation number 2. Same procedure is there for writing the equation. Only the position of variable will change. आता इथं Z पॅरामीटर मध्ये काय होतं V1 V2 होतं. इथं काय असणार आता I1 I2. In Z parameter here V1 V2 was there. Sorry, I1 I2 was there. Now here it is V1 and V2. And Z parameters was denoted by Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22. Now Y parameters are denoted as Y11, Y12, Y21 and Y22. So equation number 1 and 2. To write the writing method of equation is same. So here V1 and V2 acts as a independent variables and I1 and I2 acts as a dependent variables because I divided by V. I divided by V means admittance. Okay, that's why I is dependent variable and V is independent variable. Understood? The Y11, Y12, Y21 and Y22. These are called as what? Y parameters. These are called as Y parameters of a two-port network. Now in matrix form also we can denote, as already you learned, the linear equations can be represented in terms of matrix. So I1, I2 in a column matrix is equal to Y11, Y12, Y21 and Y22 and V1, V2. So how the multiplication is happening? This is row wise and this is column wise. So this matrix is called as what? Y parameter matrix. Similarly, for all parameters you can write in this way. Okay. In the Z parameter also you can write the equations like this. Now, how to find out these parameters now? So, what will be the condition? Z parameter मध्ये काय होतं condition? I1 0, I2 0. So here it will be the condition what? V2 0 and V1 0. So whenever the voltage is 0, what is the practical meaning? The path is shorted. The circuit is shorted. Okay. So that's why it is called as a short circuit admittance parameters. So when port 2 dash is short circuited, whenever the voltage we are making 0, the meaning is that short circuited. Whenever when port 2 dash is short circuited, the meaning is that the port 2 dash is shorting means V2 equal to 0. Now put V2 equal to 0 in the equation number 1 and 2. You will get Y11 equal to I1 divided by V1 and Y21 is equal to I2 divided by V1. So these are the condition V2 equal to 0. So what is the name of this one? I will write at the last. Similarly, when port 1 dash is short circuited, that is V1 equal to 0. When you are putting V1 equal to 0 in the equation number 1 and 2, you will get Y12 is equal to I1 upon V2 and Y22 is equal to I2 upon V2. Okay. So what are the names of this one? So Y11. So Y11 is the first parameter. The name of that is short circuit input admittance. Okay, short circuit input admittance. The unit of this parameter is mho. Every unit is mho. The unit of each and every parameter is mho. Now y12 is equal to short circuit reverse transfer admittance. Okay, so y12 is short circuit reverse. Next y21 is called as short circuit forward transfer admittance, and y22 is called short circuit output admittance. So the unit of each and every parameter is mho. So why it is called as like this, we will see. Y11 चा formula काय आहे? What is the formula for y11? It is I1 upon I1, I1 upon V1. So as it is of same port, that's why it is called as input. As it is I upon V, it is called as admittance. So that's as V2 equal to 0 and V1 equal to 0 means the we are making the port short. So that's why it is called as short circuit input admittance. Now next Y21 we will see short circuit forward transfer admittance. So Y21 is I2 upon V1. So I2 is the variable of second port, V1 is a variable of first port. So as we are using concept of transmitter to receiver, so the direction according to the direction of flow of current, that based on that we are selecting forward or reverse. So it is flowing from forward, that is from input port to second port. Okay, that's why it is called as short circuit forward transfer admittance. So whenever the variables are of different ports, we can call it as transfer. Now next y12 is called as short circuit reverse transfer. So y12 is equal to I1 upon V2. So I1 is of first port, V2 is of second port variable. So it is transfer because I upon V is there, admittance, and these two variables of different ports. That's why it is called as transfer. But it is reverse. That's why it is called as reverse transfer. And finally, y22 is equal to I2 upon V2. That is called as short circuit output admittance. So in this way, the y parameters theoretical part is completed. So the problems based on the y parameters we will solve in the next lecture. If anyone doubt, no. So y parameters we have completed. If you understood the z parameters, you can easily understand the y parameters also.